State champs, Extra Point is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Henry Ford Sports Medicine, all for you. And Hoop McInerney's Star Lincoln. Best price, right choice, and you get the star treatment. Hey everybody, welcome to Metro Detroit's high school football show, Extra Point. We're presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Let's start off by wishing bon voyage to now my former co-host, Stephanie Funkhauser. She's off to Grand Rapids to take on Network Sports, and we wish her nothing but the best. Now, this week on the show, week 6 of the high school football season, and it's one of those weeks that's going to get a bit messy. Teams are officially qualifying for the playoffs. The Henry Ford Health System is helping you deal with injuries, and Scott Bernstein is hyping up one of the nation's most talked about recruit and a sophomore who's already making waves. We are all about football, so let's get your Saturday morning started off right. Let's do this. We begin with a game that took place on Thursday night, senior night for Rochester High School, as they hope to get to 4-2 on the season as they took on the Troy Colts at Stony Creek High School. First season, both teams now call the OAA Blue Division home. Turned out to be a really good game. Troy and White looking to end a 3-game losing streak. Opening quarter, Scott Middleburn, the slant pass to James Lundy. The senior slips his way for 6, 14-yard touchdown, 7-0 Colts after 1. The Falcons responded with 2 scores in the second. Carbon copy of the last TD we saw. Junior QB Brent Bertrand to Thomas Loftus in stride. 16-yard touchdown, 14-7 at halftime. This is the first time these two have played each other in 3 years. Third quarter, rain coming down. Good things happen to those who wait. The junior Teron Kennard waits for his spot, finds the hole, and he's gone. 55-yard touchdown run. Heading into the final quarter, we were knotted at 14. Momentum stayed with the Colts, and they scored twice, including here as the junior Maxwell Guitar, lining in the Wildcat, bulls his way in for insurance as Rochester would get a late score, but Troy hangs on to beat the Falcons 28-21. Good win as they try to keep it going and make the playoffs for the first time since 2009. Let's continue now with Sean Belesian.
Thanks, Lauren. We head to a battle of unbeatens now as the Milan Big Reds look to continue their perfect season with a win at home against the Grosse Ile Red Devils. First quarter action, Big Reds with the ball. Senior quarterback Demetrius Barnes runs the option and keeps it himself. He finds a hole and easily gets in for 6 from 8 yards out. Milan gets off to a 7-0 lead. Still in the first, Barnes on the option again, and he breaks away from the Red Devils defense for a 15-yard touchdown to put Milan up 14-0. They would go on to the half up 21-0. Second half action now. Once again, Barnes keeps it on the option and goes right through the line. Nobody is able to catch him, and he goes 55 yards for the touchdown. Grosse Ile would not get shut out, however, but their perfect season comes to an end as Milan wins this one 27-6 to remain unbeaten. We go to the Downriver League now for a battle of unbeatens as the Allen Park Jaguars look to protect the house during homecoming against the Trenton Trojans. Allen Park looking to draw first blood. Senior running back Reed Poffhausen gets the ball on the end around, makes it cut towards the other sidelines, and he is gone. 80 yards on that run, and after a 2-point conversion, the Jags take an 8-0 lead. It would stay that way as both teams head into the locker room for halftime. Antonio Mangiapane goes play action and gets it to a wide open senior receiver, Matt Arnaldi. Allen Park takes the lead 17-3 heading into the fourth. Allen Park looking to continue to pour it on in the fourth. Poffhausen gets it again on the end around at the Trenton's 5-yard line. He finds a hole and forces his way into the end zone. Trenton's not going down without a fight, however. Senior quarterback Connor Charping fakes the bubble screen and throws it 20 yards to a wide-open senior receiver, Kenny Stiles, to get the Trojans back in this one. The Trojans would continue to try to come back. Charping with it again, but he gets hit and he goes down. Senior defensive end Alex Hinjosa strips it from him, and his fellow linesman, senior Liam Dawson, is right there to grab it. That would be all she wrote for this one as Allen Park wins their homecoming game and improves to 6-0 after handing Trenton their first loss of the year. Let's head to the Flint area with Ryan Slocum.
Thanks, Sean. Fenton hosting its annual Heroes Game, honoring those who have served in the military or civil service. So the Tigers breaking out the special jerseys. We'll pick it up just before the half. The quarterback, Josh Zarnata, keeps it himself. No one can bring him down. A 40-yard touchdown. Fenton led it 41-21 at the break. Then in the third, Zarnata hands it to Dylan Crankshaw, who gets cranked at the goal line, but he's in there for another touch. Holly marched right back down the other way, going for it on 4th down from the 2. Harris Partee takes the pitch to make it a 20-point game again, but the Broncos could not stop the Tigers. Crankshaw scores another, and Fenton wins 54-35 to take sole possession of first place in the Flint Metro League. On to the GAC Red, unbeaten Corunna trying to get win number 6 at Montrose. Cavs with it in the third. Jared Fatal looking for David Dumond, and he's got double D for his third touchdown of the night. It would not be his last. Cavs up 21-17 when Fatal hits Dumond in stride, 76 yards for the touch. And like we said, he was not about to be done. Dumond did the majority of his damage on the ground, piling up 239 yards, 75 of them coming right here. He had 3 TDs on the ground, 2 more through the air. Corunna improves to 6-0 for the first time since 2002. 42-23 is the final. For Extra Point, I'm Ryan Slocum.
So how many times have you made a tackle or are being tackled and your arm all of a sudden goes totally numb? Feels like you're paralyzed, right? Well, the first time that happened to me, I freaked out for a sec. But if it happens to you, it's called a stinger. You're going to be okay. Time now for the Henry Ford Sports Medicine Minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Rill, sports medicine specialist with Henry Ford Health System. Today, we're going to talk about stingers. Stingers are a common injury in collision sports where you can either collide with a player or the ground as a result of a fall. When that occurs, it feels like there's a shocking or tingling feeling starting at the neck and going down the arm. The symptoms can last for several minutes, but will usually resolve on their own. While you're feeling that stinging sensation, you should stay out of the game and not return to play. You can be returned to play safely once the symptoms completely go away. That is, the stinging and burning are resolved. If those don't resolve in a short time frame or you can't get back to play, that's when you should see a sports medicine provider. Once again, this is Dr. Brian Rill for Henry Ford Health System talking about stingers.
Download our sports medicine app and learn more at henryford.com/sports.
The Sports Medicine Minute is presented by Henry Ford Sports Medicine. All for you.
At Lawrence Tech, every undergraduate student receives a laptop with software tailored to their major. These can be valued up to $116,000. This is all included in tuition, and no other university in the nation offers this. Go to ltu.edu for more info. More highlights coming up after the break here on Extra Point.
Did you know that Lawrence Technological University ranks 5th among U.S. colleges for boosting graduates' earning power?
RSVP now for our Blue and White Tour on October 28th so you can meet students and faculty while exploring our 100 undergraduate, master's, and doctoral programs.
At Lawrence Tech, everything is possible, and possible is everything.
It's October, and that means the pink pizza boxes are back.
There's no way cancer will win. Not when so many people are committed to the cause.
Hungry Howie's has raised over $1.5 million.
$1.5 million.
For the National Breast Cancer Foundation.
That means free screenings, education, and research.
When it comes to my mom.
To my sister.
When it comes to me.
I'm in. I'm in.
I am in.
Simply buy pizza during October, and you'll be giving more than you know. It's love, hope, and pizza time.
Want to see the new luxury sedan everyone is talking about? Come to Hoot McInerney Star Lincoln and check out the stunning 2017 Lincoln MKZ. Experience the performance of an available 400 horsepower V6 engine, the crisp, clear sound of a Rebel audio system, and much more. The restyled new Lincoln MKZ, now available at Hoot McInerney Star Lincoln, 12 Mile Road just east of Telegraph. Experience the Star treatment.
Welcome back to State Champs Extra Point. The skies have opened, it has poured the last couple of days, and it's made for some great highlights. Let's get back to them.
Hey, Sean, once again, and we head now to the OAA White Division as the 3-2 Harrison Hawks played host to the unbeaten Birmingham Groves Falcons. First quarter action, Hawks have the ball at the 1, and Guan Lee gets the ball and leaps over a pile of defenders to give Harrison an early 7-0 lead. That score would stay that way after 1. To the second now, the Falcons have the ball at Harrison's 1-yard line, 14 seconds before the half. Ernest Allen gets it and pounds his way in to tie it up at 7 apiece. Fast forward to the final play in the fourth. Harrison has it. Noah Hendricks gets the snap, throws the Hail Mary into a crowd, but it bounces off a pair of hands, incomplete, which sends this one into overtime. Falcons take it to the 2-yard line, and Bo Cooley throws it to Drew Shekel in the back of the end zone to put Groves up 14-7. Harrison now gets to answer, needing a touchdown. Hendricks keeps it on the play action. He scrambles looking for a receiver, but forces it into the end zone, and Ryan Flaherty is right there to take the ball away and the win away. Groves continues to be perfect at 6-0, while the Hawks now fall to 3-3. MAC crossover action now as the L'Anse Creuse North Crusaders play their homecoming game against our number 3 ranked Utica Eisenhower Eagles. We pick things up with the Eagles already up 14-0, and they have the ball again. Jack Provencher gets it on the spread draw. He ends up with a bunch of bodies on him, but he keeps the wheels turning as he gets into the end zone from 15 yards out. Eisenhower would be up 28-0 after the first. To the second now, it's Provencher again. He gets the ball and takes it in from 10 yards out, completely untouched. After the 2-point conversion, the Eagles increase their lead to 34-0. Still in the second, Eagles have it again and run the same play with Provencher, and yet again he takes it to the house without getting touched. This time from 45 yards out, another 2-pointer would open up the lead to 42-0. Now more action from the second quarter now, and wouldn't you know it, it's Provencher again. This time having to get around a bunch of L'Anse Creuse North defenders for the 14-yard touchdown, his 5th and final of the night. The second half was more of the same. Crusaders avoid the shutout, but they get rained on in their homecoming parade as Eisenhower improves to 6-0 after winning this one 70-6. We head to the Western Wayne Conference as the 4-1 Romulus Eagles play host as they take on the 3-2 Edsel Ford Thunderbirds. Eagles have the ball in the first quarter. Quarterback Jalen Tatum drops back and throws it to receiver Alexander Stevens. Extra point, no good, so Romulus takes a 6-0 lead, which would remain unchanged at the half. Thunderbirds looking to answer in the third. Running back Keegan Rowe gets the handoff and makes a few guys miss as he gets it in from 10 yards out. After a 2-point conversion, Edsel Ford takes the lead at 8-6. Still in the third, Edsel Ford looking for more. Rowe gets it again. He sneaks his way around the defense, even fooling our photographer. This one also from 10 yards out, and the Thunderbirds now up 15-6. Romulus looking to rally in the fourth. Under a minute to go now in this one, and the Eagles have it again at the Edsel Ford 3-yard line. Running back Terrell Hughley pounds the rock to get the winning touchdown. Romulus was down by 9, but came back to win this one 20-15 and improved to 5-1 on the season. Edsel Ford falls to 3-3. For Extra Point, I'm Sean Beligian.
You know, there's nothing quite like the feeling you get playing the game of football in front of your school, your family, and your friends. People do look up to you. What you do on the field and off the field matters. Here's Coach Pop with this week's Mentoring Minute.
This is Coach Pop with this week's Mentoring Minute. We're going to talk about living the example for others to follow. All eyes are on you. You're a teenager, an athlete, a student, a son or daughter. You're in so many roles that infinite eyes are on you. For example, the younger players who look up to you. They come to your practice, they come to your games, they're watching all that you do in awe. Everything that you do says it's okay for them to do. It's extremely powerful and important for you to know that living that example for others, it's not a choice. How you live is the example. This is Coach Pop with State Champs Extra Point. Live that example for others.
The Mentoring Minute is brought to you by Great Dane Heating and Cooling. Experience the service you deserve.
Next time you visit your friendly neighborhood Hungry Howie's, you'll notice the pink boxes are back. For the entire month of October, for every pizza sold, Hungry Howie's will make a donation to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Learn about this incredible campaign on social media using the hashtag #LoveHopePizza. We'll be right back.
No two patients are alike. We make sure you get treatment as individual as you are. Henry Ford Health System, all for you.
Hi, I'm Northwestern Tech. And I'm a school. A lot of schools are trying to add heating and cooling programs, so I brought them all by to find the best one for him. So which one do you want?
I want a hands-on program.
All right, online schools, you're out. What else?
I want to make sure I'm certified by the EPA when I graduate.
Okay, those without certifications, go. What else?
I want to go to a school where all they do is HVAC, but they can also work around my schedule.
Did you say all they do is HVAC?
Yes.
He's all yours. Hi, I'm Northwestern Tech.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for one medium pizza at participating locations.
Hungry Howie's makes it easy. It's just a little mini pizza box, but we make lots of money, lots of dough.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Time now for this week's recruiting roundup with Scott Bernstein. Last week we went off on sort of a tangent talking about coaches. Bernie, ready to get back to talking stars and one of the nation's, not just the state's shiniest, Cass Tech wide receiver Donovan Peoples-Jones. This is a guy who in 2015, as a rare underclassman invite to the Nike football opening, was named national champ. Of course, he's got as good a shot as anyone to be named this year's Hungry Howie's Mr. Football.
Yeah, for my money, this is the best player in the state. 5-star recruit. I call him a triple D delight. Dazzling, dynamic, determined. You have a guy that's speedy. He's got sticky hands. He's a slick route runner. The total package. Visited Michigan last week. He'll be visiting Florida next week. Was at Nebraska earlier in September. You know, it's anybody's game in the recruiting world, but whoever gets him is going to be incredibly lucky.
Absolutely. And let's talk about the rising stock of Belleville offensive tackle Devontae Dobbs. He's another one getting national buzz. Michigan State offered immediately following the camp he attended in June, but he's got lots of other suitors too.
Yeah, he's a 4-star right now, only a sophomore. Incredible footwork, great fundamentals, outstanding athleticism, agility, and intelligence. Has been offered by Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, going down to the SEC, Kentucky, Auburn, Tennessee. They're all after him. We'll see. We got 2 more years of him, so we'll see where he lands.
All right, we'll chat up 2 more hot college prospects next week. Stay tuned. Now it's time to go No Huddle.
I'm Jerry Mack, and we start the No Huddle with Detroit Country Day taking on the Cesar Chavez Academy. Country Day in white got off to a great start. Leonard Graham goes down the sideline, absorbs the hit, and still goes in for the 55-yard score. Yellow Jackets up 35 after the first. All DCD in this one, Nick Neibauer scores from 16 yards out as Country Day goes on to win 49-zip. They're now 6-0 on the season. Down to the PSL where Detroit Mumford traveled to Detroit Renaissance. All Mumford in this one, Sorrell Lewis powers his way to the end zone for the 5-yard score as the Mustangs blank Renaissance, 30-0. Let's head up to the Blue Water Conference for the matchup between the Algonac Muskrats and the Yale Bulldogs. Early in the game, quarterback Brendan Piper connects over the middle with Nick Folkerts. Folkerts shakes off 2 defenders and wouldn't look back. Fourth quarter action, Piper keeps it himself on the direct snap and scampers in for the 12-yard score. All Muskrats, 27-zip. Marine City is the home team in the Battle of the East China Stadium against St. Clair. The give to Dawson Haney, he goes in untouched for the 7-yard score. All Marine City from there. As MJ Frank fights his way in from 4 yards out, Marine City 27, St. Clair 6. We finished the No Huddle with some KLAA action. South Lyon on the road at Northville. Late first half, South Lyon on the move and looking to go downfield, but it's picked off by Jack Burke, who sees nothing but open field. 66-yard return for 6. More from Burke. This time on the offensive side, Burt drops back and finds Anthony Abbott on the deep ball. This big play goes in for 90. Northville moves to 5-1, beating South Lyon 24-21. For State Champs Extra Point, I'm Jerry Mack.
Coming up after the break is our Lawrence Tech Coach of the Week. And you guys, it's Saturday. We've got football, including the big matchup in Detroit, King at Cass Tech. We'll see you after the break.
Acute high-definition field vision is important to athletes and sportsmen, and you can improve visual performance and reaction time with ClearVision.Pro. It increases visual tracking, motion detection, and depth perception. This is science. ClearVision.Pro speeds up the visual process from the retina to our visual cortex in the brain. If you see it faster, you perform better. Order at ClearVision.Pro. Get the performance advantage. Get ClearVision.Pro. ClearVision.Pro is certified by Informed Sport.
Snap Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day.
During the Jeep Celebration event, lease a Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for just $259 a month, or a Ram Crew Cab 4x4 as low as $178.
Celebrating 25 years of giving customers a superior buying experience. That's Snap Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
Snap Camp, Metro Detroit's original. Snap Camp, Snap Camp.
At Lawrence Technological University, you'll go way beyond the books. Professors with real-world experience deliver hands-on instruction in small classes, helping students land co-ops, internships, and research projects. By graduation, 80% of LTU students have jobs or plans to pursue master's degrees. And most Lawrence Tech grads earn more than their peers. So if you're ready to embrace your possibilities, we want you at LTU.
Welcome back, I'm Sean Belegian, and it's time once again for our Coach of the Week presented by Lawrence Tech Athletics. Our selection this week, the legendary coach from Detroit Catholic Central, Coach Tom Mack. Coach Mack is in his incredible 41st season at Catholic Central, and here he talks about what has kept him going and keeps him going all this time.
Well, I think it's the love of the kids and the love of the game, and my coaching staff, a bunch of great people I work with. I think the people at Catholic Central are wonderful, and I think coming to work every day is great.
Coach Mack has won an amazing 10 state titles in his time at Catholic Central, but the more things change, the more they stay the same, as he tells us what the 2016 battle cry is for his Shamrocks.
Dare to be great, and we want to make sure that we try to do everything that we can to be great in what we're doing.
Well, one constant in his program has been the, quote, 48 minutes, not only for the present, but for the future, as Coach Mack explains.
What I tell the kids all the time is that every single game during their lives, they're going to remember that game. So you're going out there and you're playing 48 minutes, and it's for a lifetime, because that's something that you're going to remember. How much work you put in and the results of that game is something that's going to be with you for the rest of your life.
The Coach of the Week is presented by Lawrence Tech. For more information on Lawrence Tech Athletics, please visit ltuathletics.com. For Extra Point, I'm Sean Belegian.
Congratulations to Coach Mack. Now it's time to wrap up the highlights here on Extra Point.
My verse, everybody. I ain't afraid, I ain't ashamed. This is who I am, this is who I love, and this is how we gonna get down today. You got me? Let's go ball out. Let's go.
I'm Mike Erlatus. Let's head to action in the KLAA. Waterford Ma Corsairs hosting the team sitting atop the North Division, the Warriors of Walled Lake Western. The visiting Warriors already up 3 after a field goal, looking for more. Johnny Tracy connects with Cameron Ford for 52 yards. Western up 10-0 after 1. More of the same for the Warriors in the second. Jalen Marshall in for 6 more. Western sitting pretty with a 17-0 lead. Ma would answer back with some offense of their own. Keith Field with a nice 15-yard scamper to the end zone, narrowing Walled Lake Western's lead to 17-7. Still in the second, and the Warriors staying the course. They go right back to Jalen Marshall for another TD. Western up 23-7 at the half. The Warriors proved to be too much in this one. Another TD for Jalen Marshall, his third on the night, as Walled Lake Western tops Waterford Mott 38-7, improving to 5-1 on the season and an impressive 3-0 in the division. On to a crossover matchup in the OAA, as the 4-1 Clarkston Wolves on the road visiting the 3-2 Knights of Oak Park. We pick things up in the second quarter. Knights with the ball, quarterback Corey Graham looks, he finds Kevin Clark at the 2-yard line as he falls into the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 Oak Park lead going into the break. Out come the Wolves in the third. Michael Flugel takes the handoff from the sweep, running it in from 14 yards out, tying this one up at 7 apiece. And it would stay that way after 3 quarters of football. On to the fourth. Knights have the ball, and again it's the combo of Graham to Clark. This time for 31 yards, giving Oak Park a 14-7 lead. Clarkston with one last shot to answer on 4th down with no timeouts left. JT King with the snap and easy pitch and catch to Tyler Houston, but Houston juggles the catch and loses it to Desmond Barber, who wraps up the ball as well as the game. Oak Park, your winners, 14-7 over Clarkston, giving both teams a 4-2 record on the season. I'm Mike Erlitis for Extra Point.
How about this one? Walled Lake Western quarterback Johnny Tracy looking, scrambling, trying to avoid a sack. Points downfield, there's Cameron Ford. Amongst 2 players, tips it up, and to himself. What a scramble, what a catch. And that is our Star Lincoln Play of the Week.
So another show is in the books. Here's to all the fans who braved less than ideal weather conditions in just 3 more weeks of the regular season. Only 5 more Extra Point episodes here on WXYZ Channel 7. Now, if you love high school football, why not tune into the State Champ Scoreboard every Friday night from 10 to midnight on 97.1 The Ticket. Tom Markowski, Ryan Terpstra, and me give you the latest scores. We talk Mr. Football with current candidates. We have special in-studio guests, and we talk high school football with you. College and pro ticket giveaways, gift cards, and more each week. You can watch every episode on Facebook Live or just listen on 97.1 The Ticket from 10 to midnight every Friday night, all football season long. And if you miss it, every podcast is archived at statechampsnetwork.com and on SoundCloud. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
State Champs Extra Point is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Henry Ford Sports Medicine, all for you. And Hoop McInerney's Star Lincoln. Best price, right choice, and you get the star treatment.